All right. Let's play with this thing. And I don't mean. Actually, I do mean. Anyway, let's see what's going on with this thing. Just picked up the Eagle Tree Vector from Big Boys Toys. They picked it up for me the other day. Had it ordered from Horizon. But let me see if I can do something real quick. I'm going to try to add a noise gate in. Just give me 1 second to add this stuff in here. Noise gate. We're doing it live. I think here and here is what I had. So, perfect. That should work. And now nobody should hear anything in the background. What's up, Sid? Alright, so here's the thing. This is the Eagle Tree Autopilot from Eagle Tree. I should say the Vector Autopilot from Eagle Tree Systems. This is going to go in my Optera, my 2-meter Optera. It has, find it. It comes with a GPS. So this is the V2 GPS. It has normal GPS and GLONASS, so global navigation, all that other stuff. Ought to be really cool. Has a current sensor, power supply. So basically everything. Basically, this powers everything. It powers the autopilot or the stabilizer, but this is the autopilot. That's what I'm going to be using it for. So that powers that, the FPV equipment, and whatever else I feel like having powered from it. So right off the bat, what we're going to do is set it up. Hopefully it will be easy and it won't be ridiculous. So without further ado, let's switch over here and to bring up this. So we may end up having to do some firmware stuff too, so we'll see. So anyway, let's bring this up. Yeah, it needs to do some firmware, so we'll let it do all this. And we're updating, so we'll update to the new firmware. 1 to 2 minutes, my ass. So anyway, while I was doing that, yeah. So it should be quite interesting. This thing is like blinking all over the place. So. But anyway, the future for this keeps clicking back and forth. The future for this is I will be doing a Connect composite. Okay. Short thing. All right. So yeah. Hang on. Before I do that, I'm gonna add a capture device, video capture device, so you can see. Ta-da! And we'll put that down over here, kind of small-ish, out of the way. Anyway, what it's asking me to do is to connect the GPS unit to, where's it at? Oh, in the S-Bus side, so right here. So we need to get all the stuff out for that. I can't. So anyway, this is the wire for it, so connect that to the bus here. And you're not going to probably be able to see it too much, but right. So basically my GPS is now set into it. And we'll let that go. Alright, so that updated, sweet. Alright, let's see what it's gonna do. Alright, here we go. This here. It seemed like a good spot for it. Alright, here we go. So basically I'm gonna be flying in a basically we're gonna be using a flying wing here. So Elevon, we're gonna apply. Just selected Elevon, make sure this is correct. Okay, yes, yeah, we're good. After changing airframe, okay. Wait, what? After changing airframe, the newly selected airframe, right, by the time you... your vector, but only after USB is disconnected. A message appear on the video screen indicating this. Okay. Okay, so now we are we're set up as this. We're gonna definitely need to get all this set up. So without further ado, I'm gonna turn this off. Hook in all of our subsystem fails. We're gonna hook up all of our stuff right here. The spaghetti. By the way, this is for the FPV stuff, so the way all this sets up, I have to actually read how this goes. But yeah. So this one goes into here like so, like that. Back over the scene here. So anyway, this goes back into it goes into this. This goes into the vector back here, the side like that. So this will provide power from the battery pack to everything on here. In order to get your camera and your VTX power, you have to connect different ones. So if you see like the video VTX, we could connect it to the one of the red wires, which is going to give us 12 volts. The white wire is going to give us 5 volts. Fuck is that? Hang on. Alright, so anyway, the white one's going to give us 5 volts. The camera, the HS1177 or the Runcam that I'll be using as an FPV camera, maybe, I don't know, just yet, will be running off of 5 volts. So basically I'm gonna plug that into the 5 volt setting. So now my camera output right here is going to be powered by 5 volt, and the VTX will be powered by 12 volt. Actually, it won't be, because I'll be running 3S right off the bat. So it's going to be able to run whatever the battery is. So the battery voltage. So if it's saying 11 volts, it'll provide 11 volts to the VTX. Yeah, so we won't be messing with that just yet. You have a plug-in right here for audio. So if you had a microphone, you could use that. This will go out to your transmitter, so you can transmit audio to your DVR or whatever, to your goggles. I'm going to be using goggles. And this is the inputs for your receiver. We're going to be using a telemetry receiver, so the AR6600T 6-channel 4-range receiver with a satellite. So we're going to bind all that up here in a minute to my new Optera configure. So we're going to get rid of the current one and make a new one. Plug that in. And I want to make sure that we get it all binded up before we start messing with everything. There we go. Ta-da. Easy peasy. So they pretty much designed the system to be idiot proof, I guess you could say. So everything is labeled what it is. Again, your aileron gets powered by everything else. I need to figure out one thing. So the thing I need to actually figure out is, because we're using a BEC on a off of the ESC, is I have to basically figure out how to get power without getting power, or get power from the ESC to the or the signal to the ESC. It's weird the way I'm gonna have to do it, but for now we're just gonna bind the RX up. So I'm gonna close this quick. We don't need that just yet. We'll come back to that, but I want to make sure we can bind everything up. Thing about that is the bond button. Okay, so I do have it on the Optera 2 meter. We're going to be changing that here in a second. I think I might have to change the type here. We're going to go into system setup and change aircraft type. Let's see. The aircraft type. So we'll leave it on normal. So our wing is Elevon. No tail is normal. So we're gonna leave it like that. I'm assuming. Now, see, I'm just playing off of just from what I've read, and I think, which I'm gonna have to go back and just verify. I'm really just kind of messing around with it, and the actual setup, I'm gonna actually do all this correctly. We're gonna plug in power now and bind this here and stuff. So we're gonna hit that, get some power in here and get it to bind. Okay, so we're blinking, as you can see. We're about ready to get in bind mode here. We're gonna power on. Sometimes this works. Sometimes it don't. It worked. All right, so awesome. And I got telemetry. All right. All right, so now that we got telemetry in here, I'm gonna set that up too. So we're gonna go into the system settings. We're gonna go into telemetry, get rid of that because we're not using that no more. And we're gonna set all that to empty, and then I'm gonna auto configure it. All right. That being said, get out of that and see what we can get here. Let's see, where's the... I'm looking for RSSI. Which I probably won't find because it's in. Supposed to be able to have RSSI here, so I probably need to mess with this a little bit too. But we'll see. Weird. Supposed to have all the telemetry. It's weird that it doesn't have the telemetry on it. Or not telemetry, but RSSI on this, since it's supposed to be a full telemetry receiver. It's kind of shitty if I gotta go get a RSSI deal, because that's actually pretty friggin' important for me. Alright. I don't know. So I'm going to have to go check that out. Of why I don't have RSSI. Supposedly you could get the telemetry for that. Yeah, well, you can't get RSSI, Josh, and I guess you can't type because you're watching. I know where it's at. So, okay, so if we go here, let's see where it's at. If you're looking right here, right? Those telemetry, all you can get is frame loss and frame hold. The past one I've had the signal, like signal strength and stuff like that. So I don't know where that's at. Or even if you can get it, you should be able to get it, because the serial receiver that I had for the quad had it on there, would actually give you signal size and all that other junk. But I'm gonna kind of play with this a little bit and see what we can do here. Plug in that, put in. Disconnect quick. We're actually going to let it power everything through the how it's supposed to be, and nothing's going to be connected to it, so it'll be good. Yeah, I'm not sure what the hell's going on though. So, I mean, if I really wanted to, I could go get one of those T1000s, but it kind of defeats the purpose, because I would have got that instead of the what I had. Kind of disappointing. But again, that probably won't be an issue as when I'm going UHF pretty soon. So my control system is going to be Dragon Link. So I need to get that taken care of real quick. Apparently, if I want RSSI. Mode switch is set on. That's mode and off. So mode would be our gear, and I can switch that to any switch I want, and aux would be any switch I want. Get all that set up here. That's all set up. Let's quick. So this is all our power. Since I don't need that, we'll take these out. Switch everything. So basically, what's going in the airplane is that. So this much wire is what's actually going to go into the aircraft. Minus this, because I don't need that. That's for sensing voltage, but since my vector is going to do it, I don't really need any of that information. All right, so yeah, so we're going to plug it in. See on the screen. All right, let me see. Should be powering my yeah. That's gonna be kind of odd here. So I need to figure this out. See, this is supposed to be powered. But guess it didn't. Damn, still got Getting no power. So, anyway. Oh, that shit sucks. So I guess I gotta do a little bit of reading. I don't really care. I mean, it is what it is. It's kind of weird that I'm not getting any power through battery though. But I shouldn't be. Oh, I know. I think I know what it is. So, let me set up my switches first. I think that's what I need to do real quick. So basically, I need a set of 3 position switches. So I'm gonna do here, and then my sub modes are gonna be on this side. So my normal, regular mode, flipping through the switches, and the sub modes will be the other 3 position switch right here. So that's gonna be that, or I can put it on that side. In fact, that's probably what I'll do, is just put it on that side. So while I'm flying, I can still switch. So I can do different regular modes, and then have my sub modes on the switch. Although I don't really like it there, it kind of feels fun. So I'll probably put it on that switch. So, I don't know, I have to figure it out. So I think okay. Interesting. So hopefully that's not my flaps. I have to figure out where my setups are. E. All right, yeah, that's where that one's set up at. Wish I could move it somewhere else, but that's how it's gonna be. It needs to be like that. All right, so let's see if I can get this thing going. What goes on in here? Well, FPV stuff. All right, so the vector's on. Still no power to the RX. Gotta tell it what kind of RX it is. You can see on the HSI it's working pretty well. It's up, down. So that's all good. A little off, it probably needs to be re-leveled too. Flight level. Alright. But it's not gonna cancel out. So I basically need to have it, man, and I hate keep adding crap to this, so yeah, so I need to figure out why that's not feeding power to the RX. Anyway, it's on now, and you can see on there we're changing everything. Now we're gonna run this. All right, please, yeah. All right, cool. English standard sub mode. Damn, I could get 5 positions. Alright. Probably. Gonna turn it off. All the way to the left. We don't have rudder. So cruise and flight, it's asking for cruise flight. So I'm gonna say we could change this, but I'm gonna say about 50%. A little bit, yeah, like about 50-ish on the wing. So we'll go there, and then climb. We'll go a little bit under 50, so 75%, all the way down. This is what's gonna suck about RSSI, right? So we bound failsafe, okay? So failsafe is bound off. So I don't know how this is gonna go. Because you got 88 to 11, and then we're gonna failsafe off. So everything's off. The problem is it doesn't shut off completely. So I don't know how the hell we're gonna do that. Let me rebind this before we continue. That right there, failsafe throttle too high. So we need to figure out how to kill our failsafe all the way down. So we're gonna rebind this. And this is where RSSI is amazing, because if you don't have RSSI, you have no way of having this know that you're losing link with that. So we're gonna bind in our failsafe mode here. Oh, you know what? I can probably just do that. There we go. And then bind. So that's bound with throttle all the way down as a failsafe. So let's see if we can get that to work. All right, so let's try that again. All right, English. The mode's good. Throttle position. So let's see if turning it off will drop it down. Yep, -1. Awesome. So as you can see, when I turned it off, throttle position went to -1. So we'll go X. So when we come on, it should jump back up. As you can see now, it's jumped up to 11. So when we lose signal or anything, now we're gonna have the ability to do return to home stuff. So, all right, all the way to the left. All the way to the left. Rudder, just we don't have it, but cruise. Again, I think cruise is going to be about 50%. I need to figure out when I fly again. We're going to do about 75% on climb. We'll probably have to change that. Throttle all the way back down there. Okay, so if you look right here, safety mode, failsafe mode in on now, everything is okay. And you can see this. Watch this. Wait. We're going to turn off the transmitter and watch it turn red. So now it's failsafe. That would configure it to return home, which is what I need it to do. Since I don't have, I guess this telemetry setup receiver doesn't have RSSI, which I really thought it did. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. And it's gonna suck bad. In fact, let's look through here, because I believe I can tell it to look for some of that information. Your RSS. There's a way to tell it to see if it'll pick up a channel or whatever. We're not gonna have RSS on, I don't think. God, I can't remember where I saw it at. Nope. Oh, because it's not serial. You know, and I'm thinking I could probably use that serial receiver for the quad, because that is that's serial, right? I think it is. I'm gonna have to look, because if it is, then I can get RSSI, I believe, out of it if it's a serial receiver. Because basically, I bought this as, well, fuck, I'll probably need it anyway, but Alright, so we got these positions we need to do here. So basically I want save off. Here I want 2D hold. And down here I want 2D plus sub mode. Now the sub modes flaps. All right. Oh, my seeing my aux1 channel for some reason, so my flap channel is not being used as aux. So my aux receiver is supposed to be set up as sub mode. Not being used at all. Another thing I need to look at. So I'm just kind of playing around with this. Some reason it's my I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some reading on this, I think. But anyway, I'm happy with the whole. I can shut off and it does its own thing now, so it can do the return to home shit. So that's good. I'm definitely gonna have to read the manual, but I kind of wanted to see what's what's up, because so I got Eleverons on the fixed wing. So as a type here. I'm not sure if I have to set that up in. Let's see, I'm not sure if I have to set that up in the. If it's just normal mode in the radio. I'm gonna have to see. Vector must be mounted in the direction of the arrow. Choose type, flying wing, model, or VTEL without errorless followers. Yeah, I don't think that's how that's gonna go. And you know, without it being set in the airplane, I'm definitely gonna have to look it up. So, what's up, Aya? Took me too long to try and read that emblem. Here, check this out. There you go. So, basically, this thing comes with 88 pages, right? So, what I'm probably going to end up having to do, because I can already tell you, so we're going to go... let's see, where is... I'm going to go in the system setup here. You won't... No, it's kind of hard to get it to show. It's kind of hard to get it to show. But I think we're going to do system setup. I think we're just gonna do normal. Like so. I think that'll be alright. Now, we're gonna definitely have to reconfigure it and see. So we're gonna run the wizard again. English. Sure. I'm just playing, so input function is gonna be sub mode. So the aux channel should be that, and that's set up as flaps. Throttle position, turn to home. So we'll do this again. That should turn to -1. So it turned to -1 right here. And we're gonna turn back on. That should turn back to 11. Yep. They're off. Rudder. Cruise again, probably about 50%. 75%. Here, down for off. So, okay, so what's telling me right now that that's gonna happen. See, I can use the aux right here. Okay. But as soon as it goes into the eleverons, for some reason I can't use that. So to elevator and then aileron. Now, I'm not 100% sure yet that this is gonna work correctly. So we'll see once I put it in the aircraft and get it all powered up. I mean, technically, it's ready to go. To be honest with you, it's all set up and it's ready to be put into the aircraft as it is now. But I do definitely want to see if pull back on this stick that this is actually going to work. And the way I'm going to find that out is like this. I got a pair of very expensive servos. So what I'm gonna do is depower all this and plug in the servos to the aileron and elevator, and we'll see how that works out. It really doesn't matter which one we do. So that's going to be aileron. It's aileron right here. Signal wires to the top. We're going to plug in the elevator. And basically I want to see if they work as a function. They got power to them. Everything is okay on the screen. To make sure that these things run. So they're not being told anything through eGlitcher. These are powered though, I can feel them. They're just not getting the signal out of the vector. I don't know. Sound like. Yep, there we go. Now it's working. Okay, so as you can see, so when I pull back, they're both coming back, and then left and right. So, all right, that answers my question big time. So you do not have to have, you can have just a regular wing type set up in your radio, which is awesome, which now means I can use the switch in here. Fucking right. Go. Pull this crap off. Go. So now we can set up our switches here. Keep in mind, I haven't read the manual yet, so this is awesome. All right, so all the way up. Actually, I probably should do. Doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. Kinda does matter to me. Let's see real quick. Yeah, so awesome. That is fucking awesome. Anyway, that it works. Okay, so I'm gonna try to figure out. Okay, so if I want stabilizer off like I normally fly, or forward mode for at the bottom. So basically, it's just coming up with the switch. So if I want stabilization off, to withhold 2D sub mode. I'm not sure if I want to go that way or that way with it. If I do it like that. 2D sub mode and then stabilizer. if I do it that way, then I can use this one to do. In fact, that's what I'll do. So up all the way and then down all the way. Yeah, up all the way and then down all the way will be my return to home test. Panic switch. Middle, but I don't know. About loiter. And then all the way up, we can use it as if we want to do waypoint test, we can do that. We'll probably just use not use, yeah, just kind of as a failsafe, and then loiter, and then return to home. So if we go into the sub mode, we can just go straight into return to home. I guess we could turn that to hold just in case something stupid happens. So let's do it like that. I think so. If we get into trouble or anything like that, we'll go up and then all the way down. That'll turn it into return to hold, return to home. And the trouble I'm talking about is losing signal and stuff. So if we lose signal, it's just up and then down, and then we're on failsafe, automatic. The other option, if I panic, is just turn the radio off, and it'll go into failsafe mode. There we go. So now it's in failsafe mode. And I'm gonna come back out of failsafe. Perfect. Damn, it's pretty much close to being set to be able to fly in the out there. I want to do the PIDs, which I'm not going to touch any of this stuff. The gains can be done, but I'm definitely not going to screw with any of this. We can limit, where's our return to home feature? We can limit the roll and the pitch and all that stuff. So 35, 45, we can limit here. This is probably this will be all right. This is going to be for stabilization mode, not anything else. So it's going to limit us to 60 degree. We can change that whenever we need to. Compass, yeah. I think we're going to do the compass. I know they're saying do this, so we're going to enable that and get it all set up. But we're gonna set this up later. Return to home feature. Basically, I want to fly to home at 300 feet. To safety mode here, just return to home. Use how the vector. This is gonna fail safe down. Once it gets there, it's gonna return to home, which is gonna just loiter. Altitude. We can set all this later. So definitely want to set this. This should be default anyway. Let's see, home altitude mode. Yeah, so we can set all that. But I'm gonna have to actually look at all this stuff right here before I do this. I want to make sure I understand this fully. Yeah, next thing is just playing with the OSDs. The OSD screens like this, we're gonna get rid of that. I'll return that and get rid of the radar because the radar is stupid looking. This little thing right here, I need to figure out what it is. How to get rid of it. Home center screen. There we go. So we'll get rid of that. So we'll play with this a little bit more and stuff. So I kind of configured it a little bit. So. We'll see how this goes. That should be pretty much it. We're gonna apply that. We could do all this stuff. This is neat. So this will give you data if you're using Eagle Eye. So it sends back data on your VTX basically, so it'll show the aircraft on the map. But you have to have the interface for it, so it'll interface with Google Maps. You can tell it live mode, whatever. And you can also send it to Google Earth, so you can see Google Earth stuff. Waypoint setup is same thing, so you can come in here and click waypoints you want to fly at. So right here, if you see right here, it's got the basically a geofence already done. Right? So anyway, you can click that and you can get it out of there. So you can start doing all your waypoints. Blah blah blah. And you can also change the altitude of each waypoint if you want. You can get it all. So pretty neat. Pretty neat. Please delete all. There you go. So the waypoint feature is pretty cool. I'm definitely gonna have fun with that because we're not using compass. We need to calibrate the compass and all of that. So I'm pretty happy with so far what we got. Can't wait to mess with this. I'm glad to see that I can use regular. I don't have to use the Elevron in here. It's already mixed in there in the Eagle Tree. Oh shit! And y'all couldn't even see anything I was doing. Why didn't y'all say nothing? Y'all could definitely not see anything I was saying. So anyway, the waypoint feature is right through here. So if you click on it, you can add waypoints, etc., etc. If you do disallow, so if you disallow expanded altitude distances, if you do this, it brings up a ring, so you cannot go outside that ring. So if I click out here, you know, it's kind of like a geofence basically. So anywhere in this ring, you can click all you want. If you want to take that out, you click that, hit apply. This allows you to place anything anywhere. So like, let's say I want to fly to Lake Charles tomorrow for the Tiny Whoop competition, and do that. So anyway, that's that part. Data logging for the flight maps right here, using Eagle Eye. You can download telemetry live mode, so and it'll show you anywhere on the map where you're at, and that can be also shown on Google Earth, which is pretty awesome. And then all the OSD stuff is there. So I can't wait to get more into this. I am freaking excited about this. Y'all just don't know. So I'm very, very, very excited about how this is gonna work out. But anyway, I'm done for the night. I'm gonna read 87 pages of Eagle Tree Vector Manual, and we'll see how this goes. So anyway, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see y'all later. Damn, that's some thunder. See y'all later.